Hey friends, Alvin here. This is your monthly snapshot for the month of April 2025. There are so many things we got to share with you about, especially that's coming up in the next few months. So, this is going to get a lot of stuff in it, but I think it's worth your time. First of all, our Ascent regional retreats. I know that a lot of you have been asking questions about what is happening, when are they going to happen, where are they going to happen, and we just want to let you know that we are just in the final stages when I'm recording this, in the final stages of getting those contracts and sites signed for those places. So I'm hoping that as you are watching this sometime in April, that we will have announced those locations. You can find out all the information at cboq.ca/ascent. And in there, we are going to have locations and dates available in the next little while during April. And then by assembly in June, we will have our registration form out in packages for you to be able to find out more information about what is happening, how is it happening, what kind of stuff is happening. So all that is coming to you very soon. Also in April 15th specifically, is the due date for our student-led microgrants. Our CBOQ grants offers up to $1,000 for a specific ministry idea that is led by a youth or young adult. It's got to be something that they thought of that is different from what your church is already doing. But as they are coming up with those ideas, maybe it's a great outreach idea. Maybe they're thinking of some kind of sports tournament for the community, or maybe some kind of arts festival. It could be a lot of different options and different opportunities. In fact, if you go back and look at one of our Baptist Bridges podcasts, you'll see an example of North Burlington Baptist and how they used one of our student-led microgrants. But the deadline is coming up on April 15th. And so if you have any questions, we would love to tell you more about it. In the meantime, if you want to know more, go to cboq.ca/student-led grants and find out more information there. So if you have students, young adults, who are about to graduate high school, going into the undergrad or in their undergrad already, we encourage them to apply for a CBOQ Youth Scholarship. This is for undergraduate studies, whether it's in university, for college, a gap year program, something similar. It is a $500 scholarship that we are offering up to 15 of them this coming term. And so we would love to find out the different ways that as they are studying for their future vocation, how they're planning to live out their faith in whatever they are and wherever they are, whatever they do. And so we would encourage them to apply at cboq.ca/scholarships. That information will be out in April, and the deadline for applications is June 30th. Do you have any high school grads who are about to go off to university next fall? If so, we would love for them to connect to their next faith community. Did you know that as Ascending Church, Regis shows us that if you as Ascending Church helps to connect them to the next faith community, they're 4 times more likely to stick around with them. And so you might be able to do that through some of the channels and networks that you have. You might also be able to do that through organizations like InterVarsity, Ambassador for Christ, and Power to Change. But if those are not necessarily connections that you already have, feel free to use our T101 connection. What's going to happen is that you can actually send us, or your grad can send us a note basically saying, hey, here's the campus that I'm going to be going to. And what's going to happen is that a campus leader from that particular group will be messaging them directly. The hope is that they will your grad will already have a connection point to that campus before they even arrive. And so all that information is available at cboq.ca/T101. And obviously you can ask us any questions about that too. We are just finalizing our last touches in revising our curriculum for our Youth Ministry Certificate Training Program. This is an 18-month program that will actually help you develop a youth ministry manual that is personalized to your context. And so this is for point youth leaders, whether you're a volunteer or on staff. And the intention is that we want to walk through a series of different concepts, some more practical and applications, some different tools that will help you formulate your personal youth ministry handbook. And so applications will be coming out by the end of April, and applications are due by June 30th. You can find out more information at cboq.ca/youthmincert for more details. We want you to save the date. October 6th to 8th is our Next Gen Pastors Retreat. Now, happening at Camp Quasant, one of the key topics that we're going to be looking at is AI. What does it mean? How do you use it? Should you use it? What ways do you use it? What's an appropriate theology of AI? We're in the middle of just finalizing what some of those details are going to look like, including our speaker. But in the meantime, we want you to save the date, October 6th to 8th, to join us at Camp Quaston for that retreat. Registration details will be available by the beginning of May. Our annual family gathering assembly is happening at Brock University, June 5 to 7. Unless you're a pastor, you actually get to start a day earlier on June the 4th. And so this is an opportunity for us to gather as a church family, to worship together, to celebrate together, to pray together, to be challenged together. But also we get a chance to look at what God's already been doing the last few months and where God might be taking us. Specifically, we are excited about the new 3-year strategic plan that will be launched and released at Assembly. And specifically, there are some key elements that are next-gen related in that strategic plan. And so we can't wait to share more about what that means with you. We can't wait to see what are some of the things that God is challenging us as a family of churches and helping to bring the person and message of Jesus to his upcoming generation. There are some exciting things. I am actually very excited about some of the stuff that's happening there. But more details will be available. In the meantime, the early bird for Assembly is due on April the 18th, with registration closing up in May 15th. So go to baptist.ca/assembly for all the details. Like I said, there's all this stuff that's happening in the next coming months. And it's exciting to see the different ways that God is leading us, how God is actually providing a different way and maybe reframing some of the things that we get to do at CBOQ Youth. And so with that, with the way that you continue to invest and to come alongside the students, both in your church and in your neighborhood, we can't wait to see what it looks like over these next few months, maybe even the next few years, weeks. I know for me personally, it is great to be on this journey with you and can't wait to see the things that the Holy Spirit continues to guide us through. So in the meantime, blessings to you. And by the way, if there's any way that we can be praying alongside you, just message us. We always are grateful to be able to do that with you.